be a liaison between the Share Network and each of you, being able to serve you all with resources, education, and just being able to connect within the healthy aging realm. So, if you haven't had a chance already, if you like, you can introduce yourself through the chat, letting us know who you are, your organization, and your contact information. And for those of you all who may be new, I just want to share with you a bit of the purpose of this meeting. This is our way to stay connected, hear program updates, share resources within aging service providers, but also each month we come together to learn in terms of having a presenter from a specific organization, and they share with us the ways that they support the healthy aging of older adults. And so today, during our time together, we will hear from Larson of the Center on Halsted and Betty Akins from the Center on Cottage Grove. After that, we'll have time for question and answer from them. And then we will open up the floor to hear from everyone else, and you all can share any resources, questions you may have in regard to the work that you do, and so forth. So before we move into hearing from our presenter, I would like to know if there's anyone who would need to mention anything or share anything before the end, because that's usually where we end at, and we want to give you an opportunity to do that if you think you won't be able to stay on until the end of the um, the meeting today. Okay, I'm going to take that as a no. All righty. So again, we appreciate each of you all for joining us, and I'm going to go ahead and get started. So today, again, we have special guest Betty Akins from the Center on Cottage Grove and Britta Larson from the Center on Halsted. And each of these centers, they support the health, the wellness, the enrichment of the LGBTQ plus community. And as some of us may know, June is Pride Month, so we thought it would be good to have them highlighted this month. So together, they will present to us on the aging services and the aging programs that are offered at each center. Britta Lawson is the Senior Services Director at Center on Halsted, which is the Midwest's most comprehensive community center for lesbian, gay, bisexual, transgender, and queer LGBTQ community. Britta is responsible for overseeing the older adult programs as well as the provision of case management services provided to the residents of Town Hall Apartments, which is Chicago's first LGBTQ plus friendly senior housing. Britta is a licensed nursing home administrator and holds a master's degree in nonprofit management from North Park University. We'll also hear from Betty Akins, who is the Community Outreach Manager for Center on Cottage Grove. Betty plays a pivotal role in expanding the reach and impact of Center on Halsted, which is the Midwest's side or our north side location for the center. And she's expanded that, or she supports that expansion on the south side, which is the Center on Cottage Grove. With a master's degree in nonprofit management, Betty combines her deep passion for community engagement with a robust understanding of strategic nonprofit operations. Based on Chicago's South Side at 63rd and Cottage Grove is where the Center for Cottage Grove is located, and her efforts are there concentrated on creating inclusive spaces, connecting community members directly to essential services, and ensuring the center's programs are deeply rooted and accessible to all. Betty is committed to fostering a stronger, more connected, and healthier LGBTQ plus community on the South Side through expert and empathetic outreach. So without any further wait, we will go ahead and hear from Britta and from Betty. So Britta, you are welcome to go first.
Great. Thank you all so much for having me. It's so nice to meet you all virtually. Happy Pride Month. I promise to keep this short and sweet and kind of exciting, hitting the high points. We have a lot of good stuff going on here at Center on Halsted. So without further ado, I'm going to share my screen. Fingers crossed I don't have any tech problems. All right. Can we see this? We're good? All right. Okay. So we've already gotten a little bit of the overview of Center on Halsted and what we do and our mission and vision. These are some fun facts that honestly, I've worked here 15 years and I did not even know. We were founded back in 1973. And we've been in this location since 2007. And today we are the third largest LGBTQ community center in the world. So that's pretty impressive and pretty exciting. So something to really be proud of. So I'm going to start by talking about Town Hall Apartments. So really, there's two arms to our Pride and Aging kind of department, our team here that works with older adults. And the first arm is our housing. So Town Hall Apartments is LGBTQ friendly, senior affordable housing. Residents pay 30% of their income towards rent with a rental subsidy from the CHA. There's 79 units, a mix of studios and one bedrooms. The building wait list is open and it's approximately a 4-year wait. So, safe, affordable housing is very, very important for LGBTQ older adults, and we are thrilled to have Town Hall. We just celebrated its 10-year anniversary this past year. But all that to say, a 4-year wait's a long time. So that speaks to kind of the need for this type of housing. So if folks need housing and want to apply for Town Hall, that can be done on the CHA website, but we here at Center on Halsted can also help them apply. But we can also help them think about other options, whether short-term or long-term, if they need something else because the 4-year wait is so long. But it is a really, really, really great building. In Town Hall, we have on-site comprehensive case management services provided to the residents, which is a really nice benefit of living in the building. The case managers do all the things, right? So public benefits, referrals, advocate for the residents, help with mediation, career counseling, employment assistance, and then we do all sorts of special events and programming for the residents in the building. Here are some fun photos of some fun things that we do in Town Hall. So some program highlights include Pride Parade viewing party, Pride trivia. We went to the LGBTQ library and archives Gerber Hart, holiday cabaret show, and yoga. And now I'm going to talk just briefly about our senior center called Center on Addison. So it is in the old Town Hall Police Station at the corner of Addison and Halsted, and it's directly next door to the main building, Center on Halsted. So it's technically a separate building, but we couldn't be any closer because we're just next door. And we have a holistic model of programming. We really try and think about someone's well-being, right? So social isolation is probably the biggest reason people participate in our programming. They're looking to meet new people, get out of the house, stay engaged. So our social recreational programming is definitely a big part of what we do. But we also have a peer grief and loss group, senior yoga, senior discussion group, writing workshops, educational workshops, health screenings, technology training, holiday programs, and intergenerational programs, just to name a few. Pretty much everything we're doing is offered at no cost, which is really important for folks who really, have to watch every single dollar. We have a calendar on our website that lists everything that we're doing. So that's the best place to go to find out what our senior programs are, when it's happening. But just as a quick overview, our senior center is open Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday from 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. And those are the days that we serve breakfast and lunch. So we get pastries donated from Whole Foods. We do coffee at 9 a.m. And then the lunch is provided by the city of Chicago. So those are the days that we're busiest and we have the most programming, Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturday. Something that I think is important to mention for you all is that we do information and referrals. Really, for anyone over 55, all of our programming is LGBTQ friendly and LGBTQ welcoming, but everyone is welcome at all of our programming and also for our case management assistance. So our team, we generally have a social work intern. We can help with employment assistance, legal referrals, housing, benefit enrollment, identifying LGBTQ friendly resources and providers. And that does not have to be in person here in the North Side. That can be over the phone, that can be over email, that can be over Zoom. It can look a lot of different ways. So we do get a lot of inquiries for folks who are just looking for some short-term assistance and help. And so just wanted to mention that. And we on the website, it has our team's email. It's prideandagingstaff@centeronhalstead.org. So that's the best way to kind of get plugged in with our team. And I will mention one other thing that's not on the slide deck. I'm going to stop sharing since those were the ends of my slides. But I will mention one other thing is that our department is looking to expand the geographic reach of our programs. And to that end, we did a senior resource fair in April this year, and we held it downtown at Harold Washington College. We were trying to make it centrally located for people, so it wasn't so far on the north side. And we plan to make that an annual event, and it was fantastic. We had a great turnout. We had presenters and a little kind of vendor fair. And Betty and I are collaborating on our department, Pride and Aging, doing some programming actually out of the Southside locations that are in Cottage Grove where Betty is. So that kicks off in July. So July 9th, it's going to be like a quarterly lunch and learn. So that will be happening in Cottage Grove. Betty can talk a little bit more about her location and her space. But I figured, you can't go wrong with lunch. Everyone loves lunch. And I wanted to kind of have people come together, meet folks, build community, but also maybe walk away with some additional information that they didn't already know about. So I'm the guest speaker lined up for July, and I'm talking about navigating senior housing because it's really complicated. We get a lot of questions about that. And so I can kind of help people figure out what all their options are, the different price points, how to apply, wait list, that kind of thing. And then our next guest speaker on the docket for October is Center for Disability and Elder Law, who's on the call today. So shout out for them. And I'll pass it over to Betty. Thanks.
Opening up your slides now. Sorry, just a moment.
Okay, no problem. Hello, everyone. And also a special shout out to Diane. I saw what you that you wrote, but I will be putting my my information in the chat for everyone. Okay. Can you hear me okay? Great.
Can you see the screen okay?
Yep.
Perfect.
Doing fine. So I'm also going to have a short presentation, and thank you, Britta, for all that information. I knew that Britta is very thorough with her information, so this will be so everything that she talked about. I'm not going to repeat for you, but I did just want to give you a history of how Center on Halstead decided to come to the South Side to expand their reach. Several years ago, maybe about 12, 15 years ago, Center on Halstead did a self-analyze analyze and assess themselves on how it is that people in Chicago viewed them. The result that they saw was that, well, Center on Halstead is a place that is mostly, for white gay men who make a lot of money, or a pretty good amount of money, and they wanted to expand because that is not the view that they wanted to keep. There was a strong desire to have a satellite location on the south side. It took them a little while, but they did eventually find 6323 South Cottage Grove, a storefront here that we have been using since 2022. Well, actually 2022. I get my years mixed up. But we opened up in August of 2022. So could you go to the next slide, please? So this is the front of the store where we're at, storefront where we're at. We're right between the parking lot of Family Dollar. If you go down Cottage Grove, any of you Southsiders in that area, um, right next to the parking lot of Family Dollar and of the Metro and the subway that's there. The building that we're in is called the Historic Strand Building, and it was someplace that was refurbished. And I'll show you a photo later of what it looks like inside. But basically, what we do there is that what we wanted to do originally was to have it only as an HIV testing center. And as we saw that there were certain things that we really needed um, to work out before we can make it an official HIV testing center, we felt that there were some community needs that needed to be addressed, not only for the LGBTQ population there, but for the general area, because um, we have this desire not only to be an LGBTQ programming space, a safe space for the gay community, for people out south, but also a good neighbor. So we do want to reach out to the allies that we have on the south side, and our space is open for meetings. We have a capacity up to 40 people at a time. In the past, we've had open mics, we've had a jazz brunch, we've had classes and presentations, and we just want to be able to reach out and have people know that we are here, we are available, we are a safe space for everyone, for seniors as well as teenagers, for straight gay couple, just everyone who would like to come in and just be a part and create the space as a think tank for any ideas that they may have. So I'm going to go to the next slide just to show you the inside of the lobby of the Historic Strand. This place, as you can see in the photo, there are some photos that are on the wall on the side showing what this hotel actually looked like before they refurbished it. And they show the walls torn out, they show sinks on the ground. And what they did to make it look as beautiful as it looks now is really remarkable. And one of the things that I do like to connect about the Center on Cottage Grove is also the history of the space. So seeing the historic Strand uh, gives an idea of the heyday of what was going on along the 63rd and Cottage Grove landscape at that time. And you could go to the next slide now. Thank you. This is a photo from circa 1957. The space that Cottage Grove currently is in used to be a jazz show lounge. As you can see, it was called McGee's Disc Jockey Show Lounge. And anyone from Miles Davis to John Coltrane performed in this space. And as a respect for that history, the history of 63rd Street and Cottage Grove, um, what we're trying to do here is also to connect that that entertainment history that was all along this area to Center on Cottage Grove. We had a jazz brunch not too long ago to honor the music that used to be played. And there's so much incredible history that we do as part of our being a good neighbor. We want to be able to show what it was that this space used to be and to honor that. So music is also something that in this area, whether it be ball dancing, whether it be um, uh, small small bands coming into play. We're definitely trying to recruit that more and making it a good entertainment space. So the next slide. So this is the inside of what Center on Cottage Grove looks like. We have space for a gallery, and we've had several gallery shows that have happened over the last few years. And we're continually looking for LGBTQ artists to bring their work in so that we could promote the local art scene that is in this area. Again, we're trying to um, uh, create and to maintain the local community and to build up the LGBTQ um, art and creativity in this area as well, which also includes seniors. Hopefully, Britta and I can talk about having a senior gallery show. That would be just really wonderful to have. Um, so this is a view of the space that can hold about 40 people. We can move things around. We can create, space to dance, a space to meet, a space to present, a space to show movies. We just try to do everything that we possibly can that Center on Halsted does, just in a smaller space. And um, and we just want to make sure that it's open for the community and for the ideas that's in the community for people to create more things there. Next slide, please. So I wanted to show the current partners and programs that we have going on here. We have the Blue Lotus Yoga that happens 5 days out of the week. We have an instructor that's really fantastic. Her name is Beth, and she also is trauma informed in terms of helping with clients who may be struggling with that, and also she's sensitive to people's abilities. So if you're an older person and you can't get on the ground, or if there's some reaches that you ways that you can't reach, she would definitely help you out in terms of that. So it's a uh, very relaxing, very gentle yoga session that happens 5 times out the week here. Also, we have Life is Work. It's an organization that helps with resources for people who are transitioning. That includes with housing, that includes with gender gear, that includes um, with any just pretty much any information that you need. It's open to everyone. They serve food here, and every Friday they're here at Center on Cottage Grove to ask any questions that you may have. Sorry about that. We also have, which is a health resource center for those who are HIV positive. They're here on once a month on the third Thursday. And they also come here for, we have a food distribution that happens on the third Wednesday of every month. And we have a number of seniors that come in for that. It's through Nourishing Hope. It's a free online service, and you order your groceries. They come here you have a choice of places of sites that you could pick up your groceries. Center on Cottage Grove is one, and we have the seniors come here, and everything's all boxed up, and they can just pick up their food from there, and it's really good. It's really easy. It's really convenient. A number of seniors in this building are part of that part of part of that online market. We also have a connection with the Chicago Public Library. Actually, Bessie Coleman is in this area. Bessie Coleman Library is in this area, and we have a good connection with them. And letting people know what's happening at the library, what it is that the library can help them with as well. We have a church every Sunday, Urban Village Church, who comes in. Dr. Pamela Lightsey is does the services here, and we have a live band playing music here, and it's a very beautiful and open um, service. And I suggest that on a Sunday between 10:30 and 12, if you want to come over to 63rd and Cottage Grove, you'll have a beautiful time, wonderful time. Also, we had Illinois Humanities, which is a humanities class that was happening here every Tuesday and Thursday. They just ended with their spring semester, so hopefully we'll see them back in the fall. And the Illinois Humanities is is um, a community-centered learning space, and it's open to everyone as well. And of course, there's Center on Halsted. As Britta has mentioned, we are going to have a lunch and learn quarterly, and I'm hoping that we could get it up to monthly, which I think will be fun. But we just have so many people who are interested in coming out here to the South Side and to Cottage Grove, so that the information that they feel that may not be available out here, that may be more available on the north side at Center on Halsted, um, they will be able to present and inform the seniors in this area, such as Britta had mentioned, she's going to do housing. We're also with Center for Disability and Elderly Law is going to be out here in October. They have a tremendous amount of information, helpful information for seniors. And we will probably have the care plan come out to speak as well. They're interested in letting people know about end of life decisions. And those are the three that we have so far. I have been getting calls for some people who are interested in what it is that that they would like to present to the seniors in this area. So that is what we have going on here, and we're trying to, build up more and more. There's so much more that we would like to do, and you know, it just keeps building from here. So next slide. And that brings it into this presentation. Um, and if anyone has any questions about what's going on out here, please let me know.
Thank you so much, Betty, Britta. That was a really great, informative presentation. I learned some new things. I thought I knew, a bit much about both centers, but I learned even more today. So I hope everyone else feels the same, that they were able to learn some new knowledge and be able to share this with those that we serve. But yeah, are there any questions that anyone has for Betty or for Britta, or even just any comments?
Can you confirm, please? This is Dr. C with Body Part Senior Fitness Foundation. Thank you for your information. Can you confirm the location again? Can you put it in chat for me?
Do you want the location for the south side?
Oh, for the Cottage Grove. I'm sorry.
Okay. I see that Stephanie Bailey, she put in the chat, thank you both. Amazing. Can you please share your Britta's contact information, if not already, so that we can reach out about the possibility of presenting? So Stephanie, was that for Britta and for Betty, or just for Britta?
Yes, for both. Those are so great, and it's fantastic to hear about all the offerings, especially the the food and just being so welcoming, and the space there on the south side looks so beautiful. Yes, I'd love the contact information for both if possible. If you'd be interested in hearing about caring for caregivers, we'd love to come out and talk to y'all. Thank you.
Thank you,
And
Stephanie.
similarly, I was wondering who was the contact information if we were interested in reaching out about a lunch and learn.
That would be me.
Okay.
Thanks. And I see a question in the chat. Are the properties funded by HUD? So Town Hall Apartments does receive a project-based voucher from the Chicago Housing Authority. So what that means is the units are subsidized, the voucher is attached to the unit. And so if a person moves out, the voucher doesn't necessarily like follow them. It's not like, so it's a project-based voucher with the building, and it comes through CHA, but ultimately that's all like federal HUD money coming through the CHA. Thanks. Good question.
Well, I have a question. I noticed that you had an online calendar, Britta. I was wondering if that's the same for the Center on Cottage. Do you all have an online calendar or a website that speaks to those different events that you shared with us, Betty?
That's something that is in development. One of the best ways to to get information on what is happening is actually to email me, because I want to make sure that people do get the information. Also, you can go on Center on Halstead's website, and you are able to click on Center on Cottage Grove. Uh, Someone at the front desk, if you call the front desk, they should be able to give information on what's happening out here as well. But I say the best thing to do is just to email me to let people know what it is that is happening. Um, Actually, this coming July 1st, we're having a kickoff for Pride Southside, and that is from 6 to 8 p.m. And if anyone who's interested in being a part of that, I could definitely shoot them an email and a flyer
All
for that
right.
event. Mhm.
Well, we over here are very flyer friendly, so we are often, connecting people through flyers, sending out flyers in our newsletter and our community partner email list. So please do make sure that we have as many flyers as you want to share with others.
Mhm.
Okay. And then another question I have is, I know you all mentioned that the both centers are pretty much open to all, even if you do not identify within the LGBTQ plus community. However, is this zip code specific? So if you're in a certain zip code, do you have to go to either center?
Nope.
No, no. For our programming, the age is usually 55 and over to participate in most things. So we're age based, but we have folks who come from Indiana to participate in our programs because it's so unique. So no zip code requirements for us.
That's good to know.
I see a question in the chat for Betty. What's the process that you're using to find artists for the gallery?
The process is that we do a call for artists. If you not, and this is great because if you know of someone who's interested and showing their work, definitely email me. If I could get in touch with the artist and we can see the work. Of course, it would have to be approved by the upper management, and then but we love having artwork here. It just brings everything alive, and yeah. So just again email me and let me know.
Mhm. I see we do have another comment in the chat. Deborah Thompson of Age Friendly Dementia Inglewood Village. She would like to I don't know, Deborah, are you saying you would like to present Dementia One-on-One and you're providing your email address? Well,
Deborah, I can email you offline and we can get a conversation going. Thanks for putting your email in the chat.
are there any other questions anyone may have for Betty or for Britta? And by the way, those are all some really good questions, so thank you all. Okay. Well, it's good to know that we have another safe space on the south side of Chicago, as well as if we have many people here who serve a variety of backgrounds, and if they have anyone that was within that LGBTQ plus community, we now know somewhere we could connect them to. So I'm really thankful, and that was one of the main reasons why I wanted to make sure to have you all present, just so that people can know of this great resource that I will call a hidden gem on our South Side. So again, thank you all so much for presenting. Thank you for your passion, for the work that you do. And thank you for continuing to stay in touch with us and keeping us knowledgeable of what you have to offer. Okay. So we have a follow-up email that happens after every meeting. Within that follow-up email, I'll make sure to still post their contact information. So if you weren't able to get it now or you need it again, we will have that at that time. And then Betty and Britta, if you can provide any flyers, I'll make sure to send that out as well in the follow-up email. Okay. So with that, we will shift gears now and open it up to everyone who's on our meetings today. If you like to introduce yourself, if you're new, I see some new names, new faces. So it would be really great for you to introduce yourself, the work that you do, any ways that we at Share Network or anyone on the meeting can support your work. We like to learn those things. And then also, if anyone just has any questions for the group within their line of work, any updates, programs, resources going on, resources that you need, now is the time for us to talk about that.
My name is Diane Hodges. I'm with the Urban Health Lab. I'm in a training program with AmeriCorps for seniors, and I am training in research study. I'm also a team leader of the South Merrill Community Garden, which is in South Shore, 70th and Merrill. And I offer senior self-care summers every summer. So once a month, the last Friday of the month, which will start in July this season, we will have brunch and blues and jazz and blues. So I usually have three different entertainments with a brunch box lunch and entertainment for seniors. Um, Also, I am working on housing initiatives for seniors with the Urban Health Lab. So that's another project that we have, the housing project. My first lit review was on pre-senior homelessness and the impending crisis. And so what our team is doing now is compiling information to help people understand the seriousness of senior housing and how it's really becoming a crisis. And so thanks for having me, Betty. I know very well. We have been engaged in different meetings with the third district. Betty, I'm so happy to see that your group is doing quite well. And I sent you an email because we also have a dental program for seniors if they qualify. And I'm interested in getting Betty involved in that. So thank you for having me.
Absolutely. Thank you for introducing yourself. And if you have any flyers, that would be great because I know a few programs, I should say, resident homes that would like to know about your the brunches and the lunches that you have. So
So
Okay.
we just finalized our different entertainers. So we're gonna have Louisiana Al for brunch and blues. We'll have R.E. Brown for jazz, and we'll have this gentleman named Theophilus for jazz. So we'll be getting those flyers together shortly. As far as the dental, I did connect Betty. I don't have brochures for that, but I can connect you with the person that does. So I'm just happy to see all of these different amazing programs to help our seniors. You know, they're not just seniors, they're elders, and elders have wisdom.
Yeah.
So it's important that we identify issues and we try to keep them here as long as we can in homeostasis and in happy places because so often they get neglected and left behind.
So, where are you located?
The garden is 7032 South Merrill. We have a Facebook page for the garden. It's the South Merrill Community Garden.
Thank you.
And we'll be, happy to get those flyers out to you. We do nice box lunches. We try to say we don't give you the regular corner bakery stuff. We give
Mhm.
the seniors a very nice, elegant lunchbox, and they enjoy themselves. And we also do children programming right now. We have our 1 week of summer camp. So we have boxing, we're going to have Tai Chi, we have a puppeteer. So for grandparents that might be interested, maybe not this year because we've already started it, but hopefully we can build a network and increase it. I'm on a block that people gave up on, and I've spent the last 16 years identifying different behavior issues and transforming the block into a very magical space. And that means you have to bring in everybody, the investors that take properties and don't take care of them, the neighborhood, even the people that you would say do not, do bad behavior. Sometimes it's just a matter of helping them find how to get out of places. So it's a very complex situation, but it's one that I enjoy when I'm able to create solutions.
Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you. Now, Miss Diane, I do remember seeing you introduce yourself in the chat, but I'm not sure if you provided your contact information. But if you don't mind, can you add that again, just
Sure.
for anyone new that may have joined on?
Okay.
I've also posted my contact information, my email, in the chat. So if you like to email those flyers, you can email them directly to me. And that's the same for anyone who has any resources they like to share. Okay, I see Dr. Brantley. She has some good news. There's a free senior wellness resource in the South Suburbs. Dr. Brantley, you want to speak to that?
Thank you so much, everybody. Hope the men had a wonderful Father's Day weekend. It's been challenging for the South Suburbs to have wellness programs offered complimentary. So we're always looking for sponsors so that we can keep our mission intact, which is again providing free wellness resources for seniors. And so we're so proud to partner with Blue Island. My office is in Calumet Park, but we do have our services in the city. We're at Gresham Healthy Lifestyle Hub on 79th, and we're also at Dr. Conrad World Track and Stadium Field House, if I'm saying it's a long name, but it's at Gately Park. So we're glad to add this one as a resource. And of course, I'd be remiss if I didn't mention our longtime partner since 2004, which is Chicago Medicine Hospital Urban Health Initiative. The team over there does an excellent job with, getting resources out. So we've been with them for about 21 years. But this one is just being added and it's going to start next Wednesday. They're actually going to have a meet and greet before the 25th. It's going to be the 24th, just to kind of, see who's interested in participating. No specific skill level is necessary. I love Tai Chi because in today's world, we're always moving fast and this is slow. And there's no equipment necessary. I'm certified and been teaching since 2008. So if anybody want to circulate the flyer, I definitely appreciate it. And early, I did put my contact information in there. So I just appreciate getting the awareness out. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Dr. Brantley. You're always sharing some new things that you got going on. We truly appreciate that. I'll download and make sure to share that out in a follow-up email.
Thank you.
I did want to
Sidebar, enjoyed the symposium.
yeah, she shared with me something to share with everyone else, but go ahead, share it,
I
Dr.
saw some of
Brantley.
the people faces that are on here and met some new ones. So you guys are real. Had a great time.
Yes. Dr. Brantley shared with me how much she enjoyed the symposium, and I'm sure a lot of people have the same sentiments. It was really powerful. Lots of good just feedback that we received, but also just those shout out to the super agers. Shout out to everyone that presented, but the super agers really brought it in, brought it full circle. And so I just enjoyed that knowledge, and so did a lot of others. But then Dr. Brantley reminded me to remind everyone else, if you haven't already, to please complete our survey so that we can just understand what interests you for the future and the impact that we made in our current symposium. So Renee or Lewis, do you have the link, or even Jeff, if you guys have the link for that survey, we could put it in the chat.
I'm getting it now. I'll add it into the chat in just a moment.
All right, thank you all. Now, I see Marilyn post, if you have a few minutes left for this meeting, as per your calendar, may learn more about what I can do at. Okay. Can you share a bit more with us about this? You would like to, Marilyn, if you're still on the line? Okay. Okay. I wanted to see if we had anyone from Lindahl Lab present at the meeting. I remember speaking with someone at the symposium that shared that they would come today and wanted to just share about their research and offer people opportunity to join their board, I believe it is.
Yeah, hi Janelle. Thank you so
Hi.
much for that introduction. My name's Melissa. I'm a researcher at the Lindahl Lab. So the project that she was mentioning is Community RX. We are doing another clinical trial at the University of Chicago this year. This intervention is going to be focused on connecting caregivers of people with Alzheimer's or dementia to other caregivers. So it is a peer-to-peer connection. We're really excited about this trial, and we do meet regularly for our clinical trials with a community advisory board. Our advisory board is made up of researchers, leadership at the hospital, faculty, staff, and most importantly, caregivers and community members, so we can always get the best feedback to help determine our trials. If anyone here would like to join as a caregiver or community member to our advisory board, or knows of other interested groups or parties that may be a good fit for the board, please reach out to me. I believe we shared our flyer at the Share Symposium, but I can also make sure Janelle or Renee has our flyer so that it can circulate amongst this group as well.
Absolutely, Melissa. Thank you. We definitely need the electronic version of the flyer. And if there's anyone who, like she said, knows of anyone or themselves are interested, Melissa, would you like to share your contact information if anyone wanted to reach out to you?
Yeah,
And
definitely.
how often does the group meet?
That's a great question. It is only 4 times a year. We meet about an hour each time we do meet, and community members that are not affiliated with the university, so like you don't work for U Chicago, you will be compensated for your time.
Thank you so much, Melissa, for that. And again, we look forward to that flyer and I'll share that out. I see that Renee, she posts in the chat the link to our symposium feedback form. So if you haven't already, please take a moment to fill that out for us. It only take a minute. And then Lewis, our project coordinator, he posts the community RX flyer for Melissa. So thank you, Lewis, you're on it. So that is where you all can see any further information and join if you like. But Lewis, I hope you don't mind me putting you on the spot. And I probably shouldn't say I hope you don't mind because I am putting you on the spot. But would you like to share a bit more about your role since you are still new and there's some new folks on the meeting, and then let them know how they can contact you? I saw you post your information in the chat.
Yes. Hi, Janelle, and hi, everyone. So, as Janelle said, I'm new here at the Share Network. I'm the new project coordinator. So, I just put some links in the chat where you can request a presentation. So, I'll help coordinate any presentations that you all have, whether it's connecting someone within our network, one of the providers to give a presentation, or geriatric fellows, as well as any other educational events that we have going on. So, feel free to reach out to me or fill out those forms and links that I posted, and I'll be sure to reach out to you.
Thank you, Lewis.
What is your email? I do see those links, but for some reason I'm missing your exact email.
I'll post it right now in the chat. Thank you.
Okay, thank you. I'm interested in getting some of the directory boxes.
Sounds good.
Thank you.
And speaking of our resource guides, yes, we do have new ones. We mentioned that at the symposium. So if you're like, hey, I want to see what that looks like, contact Lewis. He'll have those to you. But also, we are really seeking hubs. And so a hub is where we have a relationship with you where we make sure that you have those resource guides at your location. You contact us, let us know how that's going, how often those are being used and need to be replenished, and we just stay in touch in that way. And so we're looking for hubs, and we're always looking for new resources to add to the resource guide. So if you hear of any programs, you want us to know about them, send it my way, send it Lewis' way, send it to anyone on the team's way, and we'll check it out. Oh, thank you so much, Stephanie. Oh, thank you. So yes, we do still have our support group going on. I'm sorry, Stephanie shared that how our group is always so helpful and she's thankful for us, and she sent out information to a caregiver about our Share monthly support group for caregivers. So we do have that. It's actually being revamped a little bit right now, and so we'll start afresh in the fall. But there are other caregiver support groups within the city. So if you'd like to know about that, just let me know and I could send you that information as well. But thank you so much, Stephanie. If they have any questions, please connect them with my email, and I'll be sure to support them. Okay. So we are pretty much at the hour. Is there one more resource, anything that anyone will share? Any questions? All righty. Well, I'm sorry, Ingrid, I see you speaking, but you're on mute.
Hello, everybody. I was hoping my new coworker would be on here. And for those who don't know me, my name is Ingrid Fowler. Rather, I am at the Mesolum Center for Cognitive Neurology and Alzheimer's here at Northwestern's Feinberg School of Medicine. I am the senior research coordinator there. And now we have another one. So her name is Danny Chitwood. I guess she had to jump off, and I just wanted to take the opportunity to introduce her. So whenever she joins us again, she'll have the opportunity to share a bit more about herself. And yeah, that's it.
Well, thank you so much, Ingrid. And we used to seeing your face, so you just keep on coming and bring her others in. And then lastly, I do see some new names, some new faces. And as I said, if you wanted to, you can share information in chat. But my role is to really get to have a close relationship and just build a relationship with our partners. So if you like to, you can reach out to me, introduce yourself. We can connect, let me know your needs, the work that you do, and how we can even like work together. So with that, I thank you all again for coming. I thank you for your time. Thank you always for the work that you do. And just know that we are always here for you all. We are a true resource and we like to support you all. So let us know how we can do that. And we'll see you next month. Same link, same time. And you guys be well. Enjoy this warm weather. We actually have for real warm weather now. So enjoy it.
Bye, everybody.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.